What's going on, guys? It's the Hunter Project here. Welcome to my channel where you'll find monster hunting news, builds, playthroughs and everything in between. Today's video will be the first of a short series where I go over the monsters that are capable of bringing an end to the world if they desired to do so, and these monsters are also known as dangerous first class monsters. Kicking it off, we have the Origin Elder Dragon Fatalis. Fatalis, even by Elder Dragon standards, is said to be extremely unnatural. It comes in three forms. We have the normal form, which is of course Fatalis, often referred to Black Fatalis. We have Crimson Fatalis, which is very similar but more powerful and aggressive, and of course has its crimson shade. And then we finally have White Fatalis, which of course, just like Crimson, has a white shade, different shade to the regular Fatalis, which is a darker blackish colour. Generally, white and regular Fatalis are found in Castle Shrade or the Tower, and then we have Crimson, of course, which is often found in areas of strong volcanic activity, deep into the depths of the volcanic belt. In the legend, Fatalis is said to be the sole entity that all living things fear, including the other Elder Dragons. From the likes of Teostra, Koshala Deora, and even the gigantic Lao Shan Lung, just to name a few. And it's even said that Lao is actually running from Fatalis when we encounter it, when it's trying to quote-unquote attack the guild, so that is pretty crazy to think about. The biological adaptations of Fatalis are also quite intriguing, and only progress further in strength and fear with its following two variants, Crimson and White. Fatalis' scales are extremely thick. Its shell is said to be quite durable, and it can melt the armor of its prey using its belly. And this can be shown happening to the hunter in Monster Hunter World, where it does actually have an attack which attaches the monster to its underbelly, and then it heats it up to extremely high temperatures. I'm not sure if you can actually survive this. I think you can if you have high enough defense and the right skills, but for the most part, in lore terms, generally this does lead to the death of the victim. Surprisingly, Fatalis' eyesight is not actually as great as you would think. Like, considering it's such an apex hunter, it's actually quite bad when it comes to its eyesight, and they are actually quite small in relation to its face, which may be a contributing factor as to why the eyesight is so bad. And another factor that may contribute to it is the fact that the eyes are actually made of some sort of crystal, which is quite mysterious, and the actual material of it is quite unknown, but it is quite evident that they are very unique, as the gem, quote unquote, like the rare material of Fatalis, is its eye. On top of that, Fatalis have very strong wings that are said to match the durability of metal, making them very hard to destroy and allowing it to fly at high speeds while supporting itself as it becomes airborne. Their limbs are also very strong, being able to dash at very quick speeds on all fours at its target, causing massive amounts of damage to its prey. Most of the time, that prey's injuries are extremely fatal, if not just straight up death. Arguably, the most powerful feature of Fatalis' moveset is its fiery, powerful breath, which the World Fatalis does a great job demonstrating with one of its moves that can absolutely just wipe everything on the field. And of course, this triggers in the game after a set amount of damage done to Fatalis. And of course, in the game, they have to implement a mechanic to showcase this, but I'm assuming in the lore, it can pretty much do this at any given notice, wherever it feels it wants to just destroy whatever it's in front of it. And it is easily one of the strongest fire breath attacks out of all the monsters in the series, and can kill most enemies almost instantly. The range of its breath is extraordinary, and on top of this, it possesses the dragon element. The Black Flame, as it is called in some legends, the second coming of Fatalis, is infinite. This legend actually has a quite scary and unusual appearance for the Fatalis described. It has 6 horns, a glowing blue chest, short mane in between its spikes, and bizarre fluids flowing through its body. And on top of that, it has an extremely unique ability to control an element known as Black Flame. The flame itself is said to be a combination of fire and dragon, and those two elements make up its composition. The legend also says that Fatalis can regenerate, similar to how Dire Moralis can regenerate from its still beating heart, and this is evident in Poke Village, where there is a giant black blade embedded into the ice, and it is known to regenerate days after being mined, which of course supports this regenerative claim the legend states. Fortunately though, this legend is yet to come to fruition for the guild. A commonly known piece of lore that is shared between all the legends is its equipment. The equipment that stems from Fatalis has a lot more to it than meets the eye. When a hunter wears this gear, they are commonly known to mysteriously disappear without a trace, or they die if the armour is worn for far too long. Others have reported having extremely gruesome nightmares, unsettling strength, and even a terrifying feeling of being possessed by some unknown entity. Some describe it as though their legs were being pulled away from their body. The armour is said to possibly be alive, which kind of gives some reasoning as to why the armour is having this effect on hunters that don it. Many other body parts are also said to feel as though they have been taken away, meaning the Fatalis armour as a whole is said to not be recommended for usage, and this includes materials from the Crimson and White Fatalis. As for the behaviour, Fatalis is extremely hostile, as you would expect. It threatens everything around it, making it an extremely prioritised hunt for the guild, as it can very easily bring about the end of days if it is left to its destruction for a few days, and due to this, to avoid moral panic, the guild secretly dispatches their best hunters to go hunt the Black Dragon down, but only a few ever return. Due to the numerous incidents involving the monster, the guild has also classified everything related to the Elder Dragon and Castle Shrade as top secret. It is said Fatalis possesses both great intelligence and unfathomable hatred towards mankind, which in actuality is not too far out of the realm of possibility. Due to this highly regarded ranking to the monster, its armour and quest are only allowed to those who have proven themselves quite credible, and the beast itself is looked up to as a hunter's ultimate goal. And with that said guys, that does bring us to the end of this video. If you did enjoy, be sure to smash the like, subscribe buttons, is extremely appreciated and helps out the channel a ton. Let me know down below if you would like any more videos like this on the other dangerous first class monsters, and if you found anything interesting, definitely drop it down below as well. Don't forget to join our Discord, link is at the top of the description. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.